What's up, everybody? I'm Randy.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're here to talk about Star Wars. Alright, so today on the episode, we had made some shorts back on May 4th and the 5th about our Star Wars stuff, but wanted to bring it back out and show you guys a little more in-depth of what it is, show some more close-ups and stuff of everything, and even open up a couple things and put some batteries in some stuff and see if it works. But right here, one of the first things I want to show, video game for PlayStation 1, we got Masters of what is it again?
Terras Kasi or something like that.
Terras Kasi? I don't even know how to pronounce that, but
yeah, it's weird.
Freaking awesome game. It's kind of like Tekken or something, fighting game. I don't know if you can see that on the back right there. Hopefully you can't focus this, but very cool. Obviously you can pick most of your characters from the front. Obviously you got Luke Skywalker right here, Boba Fett I can see. Who else is in this? That's
they got the pig dude. I don't know what his name is. From Jabba's palace. There's like a few like weird side characters and stuff. Mara Jade's on there.
Yeah.
So it introduced some like different characters that people definitely hadn't seen in video games at that point. Obviously cool. That's dope artwork in there.
I was about to say the discs are always cool on these.
I can remember playing that when I was a kid. I've seen a lot of videos actually pretty recently like panning that and just saying it's like a terrible fighting game, but I thought it was cool. I liked it. But yeah, I guess we'll kind of just jump around to different Star Wars. Let's show these real quick since we both got that. This.
How cool is this?
Yeah, the Luke Skywalker desert sports skiff. Thought these are actually really cool.
Yeah, these are sweet. Here's a little close up, like I said. Hopefully you can see these focusing. That's him standing on it and stuff.
Yeah, he got
back of the car.
Got the cool ride. They gave him like the super buff build in this figure too. Like they didn't look like
he is super buff.
Mark Hamill was not that big, but I mean whatever. He looks cool.
It does look pretty spot on though. It does look like him.
Yeah, you can tell who it is for sure. For sure. So, what do you want to touch on next?
Hold on, this is cool. We both have one of these. I don't think he brought his, but
I didn't bring
we showed these before. We had got these. Oop, nope, there goes Darth Vader. We got these for $2. It's the original like Pepsi display when they were coming out with the cans from, what is this, 2000?
99 probably.
99, yeah, I was going to say what year, obviously when number 1 was coming out, so I was only like 4 years old. I remember seeing the first movie on VHS and stuff. This was awesome though. This would have folded up and like sat on top of it, I think maybe a gas pump or something.
Yeah.
But very cool. We both have one of these and it's unpunched, as you can see at the top.
That reminds me too, it was too big to bring. I couldn't bring it over here to Randy's with me, but I have like the full-size Darth Maul standee, like 6 foot tall, so that's pretty cool.
That thing's sick.
And speaking of which, right here, I got the Darth Maul fig that comes with the Comtech chip. And I never had one of the Comtech readers, but you would have been able to plug these in.
Darth Maul?
Yeah, this right here too. Yep, I showed this on a short recently. So we got some Darth Maul stuff. He was super cool. I don't know why they ended up killing him off in the first movie. But
I always wanted the Darth Maul lightsaber too growing up, and I finally got it when I was in high school. My mom had bought it for me when they repopped it at Walmart again. I was like, please buy this for me. She's like, all right, I'll get it for you now since I didn't ever get it for you as a kid. But we had a bunch of lightsabers growing up. We used to beat the crap out of each other.
I'm surprised we don't have any now.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I need to get some. I was wishing I had one. But this actually, real quick before I set it down, this comes from, you guys know these, the Taco Bell cups. Mm-hmm. How awesome are these? This one's actually the complete one with Anakin looking like he's on the pod racer and stuff. And then I have Sebulba over here too. But very cool. This one was from, you can get it at Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC. And it's got like a 9-year-old boy, Anakin, is a slave in the desert planet of Tatooine. Though unaware of his destiny, he is incredibly strong with the Force. Gifted in many areas, Anakin has secretly built his own custom pod racer and is the only human in Mos Espa capable of flying one. Very cool.
That is cool.
But it's cool how they each have something like that. Then there's like 2 more or whatever. What is that one the one alien looking dude's name with the long drape on his head?
Viceroy Gunray.
Yeah, it's him and then Queen Amidala, I'm pretty sure, the other ones.
Yeah. And speaking of like Taco Bell things, this is actually an old like 1996, I believe. Let me look here. Yeah, 96 Taco Bell toy. You guys can see if anybody remembers that. It's like this double-sided. You look this way and you see Yoda, and you look that way and you see Darth Vader. You kind of like
little mirror box. I was gonna say just a half head in a mirror box.
It's pretty cool. And then another Taco Bell toy I had from back in the day is this Jar Jar, which his tongue broke off. It became brittle, but when you flip his arms up, he's supposed to like shoot his long tongue out. So
everybody loved Jar Jar Binks when the movie came out. Well, most people did anyways. This is pretty cool too. I got this Darth Vader. This is like one of the premier collector things or whatever. It's got like the soft leather actually on his legs and stuff like that. And he's got gloves. He's a little more of a detailed character than most. He's got like leather stitched thing on the front and stuff. So very cool. It's got a little description on him on the side. About Anakin Skywalker switching to the dark side. But how cool is that? And then May the Force be with you at the bottom.
That is cool.
He's starting to get, I don't know if you could see it, it's like this weird looking popcorny look to him. I don't know if that's from the sun or just from the leather getting brittle over time, but eventually I'm sure that'll all fall apart. But for right now, he still looks pretty cool.
So I got a couple other episode 1 figs over here loose. I got Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. So these were from 99 when the Phantom Menace came out.
Then I got this Darth Vader from 2001. This is the clear variant. He's not completely black, as you can see right there. He's kind of like a ghostly gray. Very cool, though. He's got the removable cape. Pop that off. And obviously the lightsaber. You can remove that, too. Very cool.
I got episode 2, Anakin and Padme. She comes with her cool gun and this like real chain, and she actually has another accessory that I have at home that's like the tower that she was chained to in the movie. Yep. And then I got Anakin here. He comes with his little like, I don't know what you call this, shirt or whatever that he wears over top. You could take that off, and then he's got the extending blue lightsaber.
And this is kind of newer or whatever. I got this. My girlfriend's mom bought me this a few years ago for Christmas. What year is this? I think 2015 maybe. I don't know. Where's it at? I don't even see it. Well, like I said, it's newer, but this is pretty cool. It's got Luke down here, Han Solo, Chewbacca. What is this dude's name?
Greedo.
Greedo. Okay, yeah. Completely forgot. And then we got Obi-Wan down here. Very cool, though. They're pretty detailed figures.
Yeah, those are sweet.
These are like a Disney set, though.
Don't see like a whole lot of Greedos either. That's
yeah, no, that is cool.
He's sweet. I got this. Something else you don't see a whole lot of. Tusken Raider with child.
Cool. With child.
That's what it's called. That's what it says on the box. It comes with the little baby Tusken child that goes in the backpack there. So that's kind of cool. And they got the weapon. And then here I got Emperor Palpatine. Pretty cool.
And I got some vehicles over here. Oh, hold on. Let me drop this one. I got Anakin's pod racer right here, which I had this as a kid. This thing is freaking sweet. You can actually hold this in your hand, and then it's got like the little switch that actually flips out the brakes. Very awesome. You could actually fly this around with him in the back right there. So this one's from 1998. And then we got this one right here. This is the repop, not the original one from the 70s. This was a 90s repop too of the land speeder. Very cool. Figure not included though. Of course.
So like Randy said right there, that was one of the repop ones, and I think 96 was the year maybe. Is that what that one says?
Yeah, I think this was, 95. Oh, 95.
Yeah, in 95, like 96 era, they started getting like a real resurgence for Star Wars, like old toys. And I think probably because they knew the movie was going to be coming out later in the decade, like 99. So they tried to get a real big push for like the repop toys going. This is another one of them here. Is the Luke Skywalker, made it look like the old like 80s toy, but
he's got his robot hand.
Yeah, got his robot hand on there. But I always liked this one a lot. I like his dark look. And then I also got Emperor once he's like, you know, completely Sithed out, like looking old and decrepit. Like,
super decrepit looking.
Yeah.
This is cool though. I don't know if you've seen this like zoomed up, but the Anakin figure, he's actually pretty scaled to size, so he's like smaller than the others. That's pretty sweet. I didn't know this one wasn't sold separately at first. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he was in there.
And then I guess I'll mention these real quick. Speaking of the movies, like this is what we all started on. The old VHS tapes. I got 5 of the original 6 movies here. I just don't got part 3, which is actually my favorite.
This is what we all started off on right here. That trilogy pack right there, VHS
the original,
tapes.
This is the special edition. Like back in the day, this would have been like...
That thing was crazy to have.
Something cool to own. Yeah. But now it's like you can get it for next to nothing.
It's
but
still cool to have.
It is still cool. And then these are my original... Like, I bought this one later, but these are my original tapes from being a kid. Episode 1 and 2.
Very cool, very cool. Oh yeah, show those books off too.
Oh yeah, so it was right around the time of like episode 2 that like when I was a kid I started getting like really into it. I liked episode 1, but episode 2 like fully got me in. And this is the Star Wars New Essential Guide to characters that came out at that time. It's got like full page details of like every single character that was ever mentioned in Star Wars up to that point.
I used to have a book like that too. It was like a hardback. It was a little bit slimmer than that. It wasn't a thick paperback like one of these, but I remember having that as a kid growing up too. And they had the mini Star Wars pocket guide. I thought you had that too.
Oh yeah, I might have had that at home too. This is one of the first guides when I was collecting as a kid. This is one of the first guides that I ever got to like. Back then, the internet stuff wasn't huge for that. Like, I was still young and stuff, didn't know what I was doing, so I got this book, and actually, some of the toys that we have
are
literally right here on the cover. Like, this goes up to, I think, into the 90s, like, when they did those repop ones, but
Which my cousin Greg our cousin Greg back in the day, he grew up in the 80s, and I grew up around the house a lot where he was, so I got all his toys passed down to me, and I had some of the original, like, AT-AT walkers and everything, like the ones that go for like $500 now. I'm like, oh my god. My Uncle Tim threw all that stuff away, though, a long time ago. I was like, man, I wish we still had all that.
But yeah, this has everything, like, rare and, like, anything you would ever think of, like Star Wars, you could look it up in here. Evidently, they had ice skates, they had kites, they had bikes, they had balloons, remote control cars, stickers, hats. All the figs are in here, so this thing was really cool.
Yeah, very cool to have. And I showed this off, like I said, on the one little short we did, but the talking bank. My Aunt Teresa had this up in her attic a long time ago from one of her stepkids, and I used to run up there all the time as a child and hit the button, which this is one of the things I'm going to open up and put batteries in here so we can play it. But I loved this thing growing up, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to open it up for the show. Might as well do it. It's not worth too much. I think I paid like $20-25 for it, so crack it open and let it breathe.
Got a couple more figs right here. So these two go together. And this actually creates a full scene, possibly the most iconic scene in all of Star Wars, where he tells Luke that he's his father. Yep. This is the Bespin duel Vader and the Bespin duel Luke. This is the scene where he loses his hand.
I am your father.
So one thing cool to know about these toys, or actually specifically this Luke, is back in the day, if you got one of the original ones, it's called the Bloody Stump variant. So his hand where it's cut off right there would have showed like some redness or a little bit of blood. This one is not the Bloody Stump variant. They basically probably got complaints from parents or whatever. You know how it goes. So they like redid the toy without the Bloody Stump. But this is one of the later ones.
Me and him used to have some of the Star Wars comics also too. But now that we've sold most of our comics off, they're gone now. But yeah, we had a good run of them too for a while.
We did. And another one here I got is this is newer. But I saw this. This is obviously made by Disney. Now that Disney took over Star Wars, I'm not as big of a fan. Like, we don't really like the newer movies as much, but like Star Wars is still cool. Yeah, Star Wars is always going to be cool. But this is from Episode 3 right here. Like I said, my favorite. They made these like repop toys where they're all gold, and they have different ones. It doesn't show on the back there, but it does say like 2005 and show the holographic movie art from the third movie there. But I know they make like a Yoda and Qui-Gon or something. There's a few different 2-packs you could get back in the day. Back in, when did this come out? 2018 probably. Something like that, 2019. And then last but not least, did you show everything of yours?
I'm pretty sure all my stuff showed.
I guess this, last but not least, I have this 1999 Tiger Electronics yo-yo, and this is the Trade Federation ship that Viceroy Gunray was riding on in the beginning of Episode 1. And just for nostalgia's sake, let's see if I can hit it one time.
I wish we could get the new batteries for that too, because it lights up also.
The finger hole is so tiny, like you could tell this was a child.
You don't have to finger hole on a yo-yo. You go like this.
Yeah, go ahead and hit it. Oh, you could just
No, you just push it through on a yo-yo. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Okay. Look, we're learning things, guys. Here we go.
Let's say they taught us that when the yo-yo guys came to our school back in the day.
You guys remember that?
You remember that? The yo-yo guys that would come and do all the crazy tricks.
It's been a long time.
Sucking all of us out of $30 for them gyroscopic yo-yos and stuff.
Right.
Like, or ball bearing. Like that.
Wow.
That's how you walk the dog right there.
That's how you walk it.
You probably can't even see it because it's on the ground. Dang.
Hold on. That was a fail, though. I got to hit it.
They can't even see it down there, though.
I know, but they'll see it come back up. If it comes back up, you know I didn't fail.
That's not really, that's not technically a fail. If you can get it to keep spinning like that, that's when you can pop it up and do the trapeze and all them tricks.
Yeah, I never got that good at it. Let us know in the comments if you guys could do any yo-yo tricks.
I can do some yo-yo tricks. I'll have to get a yo-yo one day and do it. I tried to get a vintage yo-yo one time, and yeah, I got scammed. It wasn't vintage.
Wow.
But he was there.
I was there. And also, before we go, guys, we want to say thank you again for watching all of our episodes, all of our shorts. Thank you very much. And we got a sneak preview for something coming up soon. Yes. The Collectors Cartel. Stay tuned for this. Me and Joey are going to open up a toy website and start selling some stuff off. We got some big plans. Some of the stuff you guys see in these episodes that might be for sale, be able to buy on the site. So be prepared for this. Maybe one day we'll have t-shirts up for sale. We're going to get Remember These t-shirts made eventually. So once we can, I don't know if that's a thing through YouTube. Once we can start posting about that, merchandise will be out there. So just stay tuned for all that. And help us, guys. You guys can really help us grow. Comment, and subscribe, please. Mainly those three things. Share this with your friends. Tell other collectors about us. Tell everybody. Yeah, thank you, guys. So thank you for watching. Remember these. Remember these. But also, real quick, I'm about to post the video at the end of that working. Oh, yeah. Don't leave yet. Remember these. All right, so check this out. We got the dirty corroded batteries out the back of it. He works really good. Here we go. Impressive.
Most impressive.
He's like, that's what he says.
I love that.
Yeah, that's cool. The saber and his chest and stuff, like, that's cool. Like, I love how these little buttons and stuff light up. That's sick.
The motors are trying so hard too. You can feel them. They're like.
They're like haven't worked in ages.
I can remember rushing up the stairs of my aunt's house to press that button every single time I came over. I absolutely love this thing, so I'm glad it was working. I'm glad these batteries weren't too trash corroded. These ever full, which clearly that's a lie. But remember these.